Alright, so today we're looking at something a little bit different. It's not actually 1860s America, it's 2020s Scandinavia. Here we've basically got the Cuban Missile Crisis Part 2, except it's not a crisis, it's not a missile, there's no boat, and it's not Cuba. On Monday, a Swedish rocket was launched, a space rocket, not a missile of any kind, and well, somehow it ended up in Norway, or at least one half of it ended up in Norway, right? So the Swedish Space Corporation basically released a statement on the Tuesday, and it hits global news, the day of. And the quote from them is, "It took a slightly longer and more western trajectory than calculated. This thing is worth about 4.7 billion. And you're telling me the boffins in that laboratory aren't capable of predicting where it's going to land? Do your damn job." I mean, it'd be like me trying to do my food service and instead of giving it to table 3, I gave it to table 58. Pathetic. In all seriousness though, I mean, it's probably a difficult job, and I don't even have the mental faculties to, really do Pythagoras' theorem, so who am I to talk? It was 10 kilometers away from the nearest settlement, which is good fun, bearing in mind that, even though it isn't a missile, a rocket hitting a settlement would still do significant damage and probably cause, at least a few deaths, if not cause a few fires. At the very least, might cause a pile-up in traffic, which, no one wants to be sitting in traffic, especially in Scandinavia, The quote from the SSC, the Swedish Space Corporation, say that it was found in good condition. Well, that's good, isn't it? That's good. I mean, I suppose not in being sarcastic, that genuinely is a good thing. But the issue is it was 40 kilometers off where it was supposed to land. Not to mention, Philip Olsen here, he is a Swedish space engineer, says that the first stage motor landed in Sweden, second in Norway. And the Norwegian government actually claimed that the Swedes not only didn't inform them about this, but they came covertly into their country and just took it back. Can you imagine that? If the French or something were fucking about with their rockets or whatever, one lands in Nuneaton. 10 kilometers outside of Nuneaton. So, actually, pretty much where I live. And they're just like, "Oh, sorry boys," they, get on their pedal bikes, off they go to Nuneaton or, wherever I live, pack their rocket back and cycle all the way back, They're acting like they've just kicked a fucking football over the fence. Not like they've just shot a fucking rocket worth 4.5 billion into another country, and then just waltzed in like they haven't done anything wrong, without even, telling the authorities. I mean, it's bizarre. It's quite funny though. At this point, I genuinely do think, the people of Scandinavia are actively trying to create discourse in their countries, because, I mean, the people there, let's talk about it. Beautiful people, ice like the ocean, they look like brick shit houses, glowing skin. We're not talking about Chernobyl skin here. We're talking proper nice skin. I don't know why we're talking about their skin, but we are. Alright? The quality of life there, through the roof. Content there, economically, successful. Not part of the EU, which, their prerogative, I guess. I guess they've chosen to do that. And, well, yeah, quite frankly, now they're just trying to cause arguments because their lives are simply too good. Now, what I will say about this, Scandinavia, very cool. Will probably move there at some point in my life. What I will also say is that this is unacceptable. And actually, I think Norway should declare war on Sweden. And, we should go back to the days of Harald Hardrada. That would be very cool. Even though Harald Hardrada was a Viking and not actually affiliated with any particular country. although they would claim it would be modern day Norway, but alas, I am now rambling, and that is the end of the video. Goodbye. Back to you. Nosta. Tschüss. Gott gefällt. Alright, see you.
Helicopter, helicopter.